Dan Willis here, and we're talking about Harvard Collection Services. Now, this is a third-party aggressive debt collector headquartered in Chicago, Illinois, and they'll service and collect upon a variety of types of consumer debt, including healthcare, government, financial services, telecommunications, utilities, and much more. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, first, let us talk about the big consumer mistakes, and the first and most common one is to just pay off old delinquent debts with the idea and the belief that this is how to get a better credit score. Unfortunately, FICO, the company that actually calculates over 90% of consumers' credit scores, they say, and it's open fact, the thing that's going to happen with that collection listing when you pay it is that it'll be changed to a paid collection. And the FICO algorithm is going to view that paid collection as recent activity. Even if your debt is 5 years old, when it gets changed over to a paid collection, it'll appear like you recently made a mistake and you recently just got a paid collection. And many consumers are shocked to discover their credit score actually comes down rather than improves when they do this action. The other big step and big mistake is to just ignore debt collectors with the false idea that they're just going to disappear like a fart in the wind. The most common thing that happens when consumers just ignore debt collectors is either A, that collection agency will eventually sell your account to yet another collection agency along with reporting bad credit about you. The new collection agency will report more bad credit about you, and if they're unable to collect you, they can sell your account to yet another collection agency. This is how one item often snowballs into 3, 4, 5, 6 negative blemishes on your credit report and absolutely destroys your credit score. Moreover, if at some point in time, if none of these collection agencies are able to actually collect payment from you, the most common result is they'll actually file a civil lawsuit and sue you in a civil court. This can result in a judgment being placed against you, which will absolutely obliterate your credit score. Further, depending upon your state of residence, a judgment can lead to wage garnishment, asset seizure, even liens being placed against you and or your property. And Harvard Collection Services, according to their website, they use and deploy litigation, as in they will sue you. So please, if you need some help, get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, this last part, we're going to talk about the most powerful, most effective way to fight back and protect your rights. And in this step, we're going to have to leverage and utilize your rights granted under the FDCPA, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. And the big coup with this legislation is you can now, and you have since it was passed, but one of the rights you have is to request validation on your account. And this is the very first step that every consumer should take when dealing with any collection agency. Because what you're saying is, hey, prove that's actually my debt and you own the legal rights to it. You see, many collection agencies just won't validate your debt. And if that's the case, then the debt's forgiven, and that collection agency is supposed to notify all 3 of the credit bureaus to have them remove that collection listing from your credit reports, because that's damaging and dragging it down. If your account is valid, then you'll want to go proceed and you can possibly negotiate a settlement for less. But the last thing we're going to cover in this video, coming up next, we're going to talk about actually negotiating a settlement if your account is valid. So do subscribe and join our congregation. But the last thing in this video is, how old is your debt? One of the most common, just dirty tactics of the collection industry is they will frequently and often and almost guaranteed are going to re-age your account. So even if your debt is 4, 5, 6 years old, once this collection agency gets it, they're going to view it as brand new. They're going to report more bad credit about you. Further, they're going to see it as a brand new account. as in they have forever to attempt to collect payment from you. The statute of limitations, which is a state law, this sets the time window for how long you're legally responsible for payment. This doesn't apply to every type of consumer debt. The few exceptions include federal student loans and tax liens. For the vast majority of other ones, from telecom to medical bills to charge-offs, to just about every other type of consumer debt, you're only legally responsible for payment for about 7 years. It'll depend upon your state of residence. But the collection agencies just ignore this all the time, left and right. So please investigate that. And please, if you'd like some help, get a free credit consultation by calling toll free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story of dealing with Harvard Collection Services. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Please subscribe and join our congregation. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.